So World Class New Zealand is a collection of some of the top influential Kiwis around the world. We're approaching nearly 500, and they're folks that have given of their time, skills, expertise, ability to open doors to Kiwis that want to follow them. Oh, networks matter. To me, it's all about connections and networks. You know, I've been a Wall Street banker, and I soon figured out that if there's anything I took out of my time in New York, it's not how smart you are or how powerful you are, it's about how connected you are.
Well, networks are incredibly important, particularly the Kia network, because we're able then to actually connect everybody up to understand why we are the country we really are, and for people to understand how they can contribute. And by having a network like this, people will really understand how they can help this country, as well as get a real buzz out of it themselves.
I'm delighted on behalf of AUT to present this 2014 World Class New Zealand Award to Andrew Adamson.
He may not have come to us from another world, but Andrew Adamson has travelled light years from Blockhouse Bay. He broke through in Los Angeles with a techie ogre named Shrek, brought the Narnia films to New Zealand.
It's just, I mean, I think it's really nice to be acknowledged for what we've all done sort of all over the world. You know, I left New Zealand in 1991. Sort of went off just to learn and find a career and figure out what to do, and ended up falling into this movie making thing and recently moved back here, so it's sort of really nice that this is kind of a closure to that.
Dr Catherine Mohr engineers the future of medicine. She develops the Da Vinci, the world-leading robot that repairs people, using keyhole surgery or laparoscopy.
Well, in a lot of ways, it's really about being welcomed home. It's an enormous honor, and I've really enjoyed re-engaging with the Kiwi tech community, and this is just the wonderful culmination of that.
Dr. Murray Brennan has changed the way surgeons treat cancer by crunching the numbers before raising the scalpel.
Oh, I think everyone wants to be recognised by the country from whence they came, and you get acknowledged in other parts of the world. Much more important to come back and be acknowledged where you started. I think that's pretty important.
Neville worked for IBM and Philips in Europe, but he wasn't a company man. Back home in his mother's spare bedroom, with just $2,000, he created a telecommunications microwave company, Mass Technology. 2 decades later, when he decided to publicly list it, turnover was about $100 million a year. It's still the only private Kiwi company to have listed on the main board of the NASDAQ exchange. But even more unusual is the fact that Neville promptly gave 40% of the shares away to his staff.
How have your connections or networks helped shape your career?
They've shaped it very, very markedly, and particularly those offshore in latter days, that keeping networks is just so important, and even more important, keeping them maintained, because they can be perishable. So maintenance of those offshore networks has been really, really good.
Craig Elliot knows how to spin an opportunity into billions. In Silicon Valley, he's a star, and there's lots of those, but not so many who devote themselves to showing Kiwis how to do what they've done. Back in '84, Craig was just trying to fund a career down on the farm in animal science. Then he stumbled into a revolution and seized the high ground.
So it was a local computer company said, hey, this is a perfect year for you to come work with us. You can make some cash and then go back to graduate school. And that was the year the Macintosh came out. Well, winning this award is really quite an honor. I consider it a privilege to work with New Zealand entrepreneurs and stuff, so this is just really, really a nice thing.
Claudia Batten is a digital revolutionary. She's overthrown the order of things in 2 global industries, video gaming and advertising.
This award is a little overwhelming, but it's wonderful to feel that my somewhat small contribution is being noticed and it's of some impact to New Zealand. But when I look at the amazing people who have come before me, I have to say that I'm truly humbled, and I know most people who receive these awards say they're humbled, but it's a big honor to be held on the same stage as these other brilliant scientists and business people.